Imagine waking up in a world where the concept of money doesn't involve coins, paper, or digital numbers on a screen. Instead, every single unit of wealth is a cat. Yes, fluffy, meowing, scratching cats. The richer you are, the more cats you literally have to carry, feed, and protect. At first glance, it sounds hilarious. Who wouldn't want a wallet full of kittens instead of boring banknotes? But let's think deeper. What if every time you wanted to buy a coffee, you had to hand over a small cat to the barista? Suddenly, every shop would look more like an animal shelter than a marketplace. Supermarkets would echo with thousands of meows. Streets would be filled with people dragging bags of cats, and banks would transform into giant cat towers, guarded not by security cameras but by hissing, oversized guard cats. Now, inflation becomes terrifying. Imagine a sudden economic crash where everyone's cats start running away. Overnight, millionaires would turn poor, and stray cats would become the new black market. Forget gold reserves. Countries would need massive cat farms as national treasuries. And yes, wars wouldn't be fought over oil or land, but over breeds: Persians, Siamese, Maine. Coons. The rarest cat breeds would replace diamonds. Of course, society itself would change dramatically. Jobs like cat accountant, cat banker, and cat insurance agent would appear. Veterinarians would be more important than politicians. And instead of asking, "How much is your salary?" people would say, "How many cats do you make a month?" Imagine a billionaire, not someone with yachts or skyscrapers, no. Imagine a man buried alive in a mountain of hissing, scratching cats, forced to sleep on them because his fortune cannot be locked in a safe. But there's a darker side. If money is alive, it can die. Imagine losing your fortune not through bad investments, but because your cats got sick. Poverty wouldn't just mean hunger, it would mean loneliness, a life without even a single furry companion. On the other hand, charity would look completely different. Donating money would literally mean giving a warm, purring life into someone's hands. And here comes the strangest twist: human psychology. People don't love money, but people love cats. Would greed turn into affection? Would billionaires actually become crazy cat lovers, hugging their wealth every night? Or would they go insane, living in constant noise and scratches, suffocated by their own fortune? Now imagine the black market. Counterfeit money wouldn't be fake bills, it would be fake cats. Robotic, 3D printed, genetically engineered knockoffs. Detecting fraud would mean sniffing cats to see if they're real. And the worst crime? Not bank robbery, but catnapping. Stealing someone's wealth in the form of furry prisoners. So, what would this absurd world teach us? If wealth was alive, breathing, and scratching, would humans still treat it as numbers? Or would we finally understand that true value isn't in how much you own, but how well you take care of it? Because maybe the question isn't what if money existed as cats, but what if our relationship with wealth was forced to become humane?